welcome to the Daily Echo. It is wonderful Wednesday, February 25th. Boy, February is almost over. I want to talk a little bit today again about the brain. Been enjoying this book called Brain Boot Camp by Tony Buzan. Tony is the innovator of mind maps, and just really great reading. Today I want to talk a little bit about mirror neurons. And this is some interesting research. Dave Blanchard talks a little bit about mirror neurons in the sense that when we're around another person, we have these neurons within us that nothing has to be said. These neurons are understanding what's going on with that person without ever anything being said. And there's times you've noticed this when you're around somebody, you just have a good feeling about them. And sometimes you don't. You have this real negative feeling. We can't really fool people. We've heard the old saying that says, you know, what you say, I can't hear you because who you are is screaming so loud in my ears. So we can't really fake people out, at least for a long period of time. Those mirror neurons pick it up. I'm going to read a little bit and then we'll close this. 1996, 3 neuroscientists probing the brains of different monkeys found that in addition to firing, for these neurons to fire when the monkeys moved, the neurons in their brains would fire when they would see another monkey making a movement. So it almost mimicked that. Many scientists believe that these are the neurons that allow us to put ourselves in someone else's shoes mentally. This is what allows us to actually understand people and get to know them a little bit and to have a sympathy and empathy for them. And like I said here, to empathize and understand feelings from another's point of view. When we view a football game, why do we get so addicted sometimes to sports, and why does that rush? You know, we can remember a loss of a team that we really like for weeks and months, sometimes years we look back. Because spectators at a football game get deeply involved in the game because these mirror neurons act out all the movements of the players kicking the ball, seeing it going to the goal, catching the ball, and whatever it is. These are some powerful things. We're just beginning to learn and understand a little bit more about the complexity of the brain. A couple days ago we talked about the fact that a baby developing in the mother's stomach is developing 4,000 neurons a second. Incredible what our brains can do. But today we want to focus on these mirror neurons. Understand that as we develop our brains, when we find people that are expert in some field that we want to be involved in, just watching and observing and reading about them, the brain learns at a much more rapid pace. That's why when young golfers are learning how to golf, we'll use visual aids so that they can watch the swing. We've seen kids, little children that have mimicked golfers like Tiger Woods just by watching them on TV. And those mirror neurons pick up the intricate movements and they become very advanced. So take time to start developing your brain. I say this over and over again. Sitting in front of the TV watching sitcom after sitcom is not developing your brain. You have so much time in the day. Get excited about doing different things. Come home tonight and instead of watching your 2 to 3 hour window of TV that's meaningless nonsense, that's just throwing rubbish in your brain, find a good book to read. Start to develop these. We just don't develop our minds enough. If we begin to take the time to develop them, it's unbelievable. 10 years, you become an expert. 10 years, whatever field you want to be in, you will become an expert. The top of all the people in the world at that particular subject or field. So start utilizing that time and develop your mind. Have a wonderful Wednesday. We will see you tomorrow on Tremendous Thursday. Thanks for taking time to watch the Daily Echo.